Hello everyone, you are welcome again to my YouTube channel. This is Great Tech YouTube channel where you are going to be improved again on your knowledge as touching analytics. Today, I'm going to be navigating you through another powerful section in Microsoft Excel for analytics, and I'm here with another function that is very, very important when it comes to analytics with Microsoft Excel. I'm here to guide you on the area of XLOOKUP. We have learned about different functions right before this one. If you have never watched it, you can just try to go through our previous um, videos. Then you're going to see different functions we have worked with that will guide you on how to work with them. Today, I'm going to be helping you on the area of XLOOKUP. XLOOKUP is a very powerful function in Excel that return and look for a value and also look for its corresponding value at the same time. You look for a row or a value both horizontally and vertically. And it makes our work more faster and more easier to navigate through any database you are given along the column or the array that we are working with. Today, I've prepared different questions we are going to be working with from simple to complex that will guide you. This is the first one. For instance, when we are asked to look for email, when you have data set like this, and they ask us to look for email of this particular criteria, these are the full name, and they're asking us to look for the full name, search for all these full name of this particular criteria. You press your operator and you enter your hex lookup. Just enter your hex lookup. From here, click on the lookup value. You click on the first one, then we click on comma. What is the lookup array? Come to your full name where the criteria can be found, and then click on command. The return array is what we want to see, which is the email. We come here, we assign all the email, then we come back, we close it, we enter it. So from here, you can make it relative by dragging it down. It will work for the rest. That is where we are working with one criteria as well when it comes to XLOOKUP in Microsoft Excel. When you click on the second multiple rows, this is one, this is another one. So we have two criteria we are working with again. They ask us to generate both the end date and the email. We have the end date, we have the email of this criteria as well. The one we did first, this one is just for a particular criteria, but this one is working with two criteria at the same time. We click on hex lookup the way we did for the first one. So we click on the first, which is the lookup array. So look up the lookup value. Then we'll come to our lookup array, which is the full name as well. We assign it, then we click on comma. Then we come to our return array. Because we are returning the end date and the email at the same time, we assign the two range. Then we come back to our functions, we close it, then we assign it. Then we drag it down to make it relative. Just bring out the two functions we are working with. So this is for first criteria, and this is for more than one criteria, which for two criteria or more. We use the same formula. You just assign the range, it will generate it for you. But again, we can use previous functions we have done so previously to generate the function. But this one is more powerful. We decide to use different functions. So we are just navigating you on how to work with when it comes to XLOOKUP to make your work more flexible and also to do it in an advanced way. So they ask us to generate the revenue of this particular name of this employee. We click on our XLOOKUP, then we look at the values, we click on Sterling Hudson. So I will click on command, then the lookup array where can be found this employee. We assign the value as well. and click on our comma, return array, which is the revenue that I want to return. Then we close it, we enter it. So it's telling us, so we can put your comma here to make it more more presentable when you want to call it or you want to present the result. So we will change this thing to any other name. Maybe we change this to Susan Dixon. This Susan Dixon. Change this to Susan Dixon. Then we have our result as well because it has been automated. So Susan Dixon, this Susan, okay, is Susan's. Do not spell it very well. So it's very case sensitive. So you can see that it has come out. Instead of X, I put N. It's case sensitive. It's not writing, not available. But we have amended and rectified the correction. Now you can see the values. So this is how to work with it, and these are the formulas. So I beg you can rewatch the videos until you grab it very well, so that for your for better comprehensions of this section. So, and I beg you to follow up and also to be updated so that you can always you have access to new videos. So when it comes to the next one, which is I call them XLOOKUP wildcard. So now this one will now generate different things at the same time. So I've prepared different questions we are going to be working with this wildcard with XLOOKUP is very powerful when you are searching for a particular values with those people responsible for it. The first question, we have to find the best revenue and the name. Find the best revenue and the name. So the best revenue, we can click on your max functions. Since you are working with just the best, one argument, we come to your revenue here, we assign it, then we close it. You can see that the best revenue is 9,993. But in a case whereby we have to generate the name of the person responsible even for that revenue, the next thing you need to do is to come here and click on your hex lookup. So when you click on your hex lookup, you click on your max. So when you click on your max, come to your revenue and close it. Click on your comma. Then you need to come back to this revenue again to assign it, comma, and come back to your employee of the name and arrange it, then close it here. So you can see that the person responsible for the best revenue is this, and this is the name, Kevin Malone. So you can see the best revenue. But the second question now says that find the third best revenue and the name. The third best revenue, we are not using max again because max work with just one argument. But if you want, what if you are asked to look for the third, like the question you are saying here, the third, we are going to use another function called large. When you click on large, then what is the array? The revenue, you assign it, and it's asking for the variable, which is k, that I want to generate, which is 3. When you close it here, enter. So this is the third revenue. So if we come back to our hex lookup to generate the name, as well, hex lookup, then we enter our large function. When you enter our large function, what is the array? This is the array. We assign a comma, then we have 3. Close it. So command, then we can come to our revenue. Control Shift, we shift an arrow down, then we come back and we come to our employee name. Then we assign that one as well. We close it and we enter. So we have Mark Thomas, who is a person with the top best revenue, and also this is the values and the revenue that is generated. So when you come to third question, it's asking us to find the second least revenue and the name. So this is the least revenue and the name. So the list revenue and the name will be generated like this. You come back again, but for the list, you are just going to click on small, says list. So we now come to our array. This says second rest, which is now we click on command and we have variable k. Then we click on the second one because it's second list revenue. And we enter. This is it. And let's see the name of the person. You follow the same process by pressing your hex lookup. From here, we click on your small version and the array, the revenue, then your variable, which is 2, then we assign it. We assign the revenue here again to make it more flexible to use. I come to employee name to assign it. I enter. So we have the interest root. So that is the second list revenue. and that is the name of that person. So in a case whereby you are asked again to work with the find the top best revenue. We are looking for top 5 best revenue and their names. So we want to generate different value at the same time without generating one after the other. So in a case where you are working for any organization, you can generate the name out without any strength at the same time. So let's first generate their revenues before we generate the names. So we can have here, since we are generating more than one thing at the same time, we are still going to use line because we are looking for the best. So we have the array from the revenue here. We assign it array over here, but we are generating more than one thing at the same time. So you are going to introduce your curly braces like this set sign. So then you are going to click on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because we are looking for 1 to 5. So you close it by pressing that curly braces as well. Then after that, you can close it from here, enter it. So you can see that this thing have been generated. So we see that he has been generated. We are having it very well right here. So let's generate the name of those values. So XLOOKUP, then we click on our large. So again, we come to our revenue. You assign it, comma, there is asking, and you press your curly braces 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the same process, you close it, then press your comma, then come back to revenue again. You are reassign it, command, and also you come to employee and you reassign it. You can see that when you enter it, it will generate the name of those values that you have generated first in the first place by looking for their revenue. You can see the name. Now, I'm leaving us to look at this classwork so that we can process it on our own. So by the time you can go by it, find the 50 best revenue and the name, and find the 40 least revenue and the name, find the least 5 revenue and their names. Just go through all this classwork in your videos. You can pause it so that you can see the classwork and so that you can go through it for your own personal building. So we move to the next one. So what if you are working with more than 2 criteria at the same time and you decided to use XLOOKUP as well? Just come here and generate multiple values. We have generated one values, but what if you want to generate 2 values and you are using this function for it as well? So when you press your VLOOKUP, come to your lookup value. I'm looking for the first one, Mark Thomas. Then it asks for the lookup array. I come to my employee here. I come, but I'm not going to return it the array, which the return array simply means we want to return the revenue straight. But we are still having one criteria left that we still need to work with. So I'm going to re-enter another XLOOKUP. So from XLOOKUP, then it asks for the lookup value as well. I press a comma, then lookup array, then I come to my months. We assign it, then I can come back in and return the array. Because other being I'm working with 3 criteria, I can keep on entering my XLOOKUP till I finish entering all the criteria. Then I'll now close twice because I enter XLOOKUP 2 times. So you can see that this thing has to work. If I change this thing to if I change this to April, you can see this what we make in April. If I change the name as well, it will work without any stress. So again, that is how to work with more than one criteria. But in a case whereby you are giving function like this again, so we are having this. So when they ask us to find the bonus, that they have given us the bonus and they ask us to should assign this bonus to this revenue. Like the way we have done in our previous video when we are working with index and match, that we assign each of the bonus to each of the items we are working. If you have not gone that, I introduce you to go and watch my video on index and match so that you'll be able to understand what I'm saying better. But this one now deals with interval because they are asking from 0 to 50 assign 0%, from 50 to 1,000 assign 10%, from 10,000 to 4,000 assign 15%, and also from 1,000 above assign 20%. So you can see that all this revenue is captured, all these bonuses being captured in this revenue. Now for us to work with interval and using XLOOKUP, we are going to click on XLOOKUP. What is the lookup value? The lookup value, click on the first revenue because we are going to make it relative eventually. So, comma. So what is the lookup array? Our lookup array will be now be our revenue here. So our revenue, but since we are working it, we want to generate and to level our function with this variable or this column. So, and it's outside the range, and we know that we have different references in Excel. We have relative reference, absolute reference, and mixed reference. Absolute works if you are working outside the range and you want to make it useful in the particular columns that you are working. So what we need to do, we need to fix it. When you fix it, so then we make it more relative to what we are working with. So we fix this function because this function needs to work along down the column. So we need to fix it. We make it to make it absolute by pressing F4, comma. Then we need to do that for our return value. We want to see all these bonus being assigned to them. We need to refix them also. So after that, because it's interval we want to do, when you press comma, nothing is coming out. You need to re-enter another one, another comma. So it will now be two comma that you press. You can see a function that came out. 0 indicate exact match, and we have exact match or next small items. So we are going to click on the exact match or next smaller items, which is -1. You can press -1, you can press it from here. So it will come up. By the time you just click on close the parentheses and you enter it, you can see that it has been assigned, then you can make it relative. So you can see that all these bonuses have been assigned to different employee or different revenue with their employee. So, and what they have given us here, you can do the same for what we are having here. You see different grade for different cut-off marks. So, and they are asking, oh, these are cut-off marks, these are grade. So, and this function is used when they are generating different CGPA for different students. And we have multiple students, so you cannot be doing it. We know that from 4.50 in university level to 5.0, that was first class. So, and we can generate that from this is 3.50 to 4.49, second class upper, no, second class upper. So we have different interval that we use. So in generating that, it is XLOOKUP is the best when you are generate based on interval. So let's try to do this as well to understand it better. So we can see XLOOKUP and it asks for the lookup value. We click on the first cell. So we now come back to this field, cut-off marks, which our what we are lookup value. So we need to fix it as well, comma. What do you want to return? I want to return the grade to be assigned to them. So I fix it as well. So I will click my comma twice, then -1. So we can close it. You can see that this one have been want to see what is the issue. You can see that I did not assign this thing very well. So I will need to reassign it the second one, this area. So let me cancel and do it again so that I can see what is the issue. I did not arrange it well. So first one like this command, then we plumb here, we assign the first value. This is the first values. See the first values. I need to let me change it like this so that I have what I'm working with. So now assign this and we assign all this, fix it, comma, we come to our grade point as well, we fix it. So our -1. So you can see that. So you can see that it has worked. You can assign it, make it relative from here. So for Easter, if you are saying fair, it mistakenly maybe they just mistakenly enter 30 and the person is around 80, so it should be excellent. So just come here and change it. So you can see the grade that will be assigned to it automatically for education. So you can see it. So has been automated, and that's how to work with them without any stress. So if you are working with it, very easy to work with. So, and this is where I'm going to be stopping for us. So as we follow me, I want you to subscribe and also to like and share so that people can follow me anytime I upload new videos, and that will guide you on your knowledge based on Excel for analytics. Thank you for watching.